Welcome back, everybody, to the Satanic Panic Podcast, the podcast where we talk about anything and everything that managed to crawl its way out of production hell. My name is Zombie. I am a failed final girl and a horror VTuber, and I am joined by...
Hi, I'm Maddie. I'm a Neon Devil VTuber. Yahooey.
Scary. And today we are talking about Willy's Wonderland. Willy's Wonderland is a action horror movie directed by Kevin Lewis in 2021. They released 2021, starring Nicolas Cage.
Man, you said that you didn't do any research before this, and you did way more research for your intro than I did for mine. You sound so official with your dates and stuff. I just referenced Fortnite in the last episode. Man, it is some bullshit.
You gotta get on your cheating grind set like I do and have the wiki up, man. You have to.
Wikipedia, is it a valuable or is it a academic source? Our academic source for our podcast.
It legitimately is. I think if you have the money to donate to Wikipedia, you should.
It's true.
I say that, and then I think I referenced the wiki twice in an episode just to I think I only use it for the plot section so that I can find out where we are.
That's fair.
Yeah,
I had to
the timeline.
For weapons, I definitely had to do a quick Google search and be like, what is this guy's name?
Yeah.
Which I think we had the same issue for this movie too, for Willy's Wonderland. Who are you people?
But none of these characters fucking matter. It's the thing. I argue that Nicolas Cage is the only character that really matters.
It's true. He is the main character. John Badass.
John Badass. John Janitor.
John Janitor, yeah. Jingleheimer Schmidt.
John Janitor, Jingleheimer Schmidt. His name is my name. I don't know what that's from.
I don't know. I know. So I wrote a little bit of notes. It was kind of like I was live tweeting in my notes app just to myself.
Oh, that's not. Yeah, that's a good idea. I always think of stuff while I'm watching it. I'm like, I'll remember. Sometimes I do.
It's a fun little gamble you roll sometimes. You gotta think of your funny bits in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
It's organic. But my first line is, do you think Willy's Wonderland would exist without FNAF?
No.
I don't think it would either.
No. Absolutely not.
I didn't realize while I was kind of doing a initial perusal of where I could watch this movie responsibly.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that there are so many other animatronic movies out there? I didn't know there was an untapped well fucking animatronic videos.
What do you mean? I know about the Banana Splits one.
I didn't know about Banana Splits. There's one that's called The Hug, which it looks like an exact replica of The Bite of 87, but in a movie. And I think it's a short film, so I don't know if that exactly counts. Also, I think Benny Loves You is another one.
Benny Loves You. I have heard of that one. That's like a teddy bear movie.
Oh.
Benny's a little fucked up rabbit thing. I think.
I saw that from the poster or the thumbnail. I'm like, what manner of creature are you?
I think it's a rabbit.
I think you're right. We diagnosed him as rabbit. It's not the right word.
Diagnosed? Identified?
That would make more sense. Yeah. Oops.
I know that the screenplay, the writer said that Willy's Wonderland was inspired by this other place, this real, I can't remember the name of the restaurant, but this other animatronic restaurant. It's pretty FNAF though.
It's pretty FNAF. I wonder, is it like our Showbiz Pizza? Or I wonder if it's like
Not.
another.
I would have remembered if it was Showbiz Pizza.
Yeah.
It was not Showbiz Pizza. It was
Ah.
Oh god, I wish I could. I could just look it up.
My other things that I wrote like before the movie started was last time I watched this movie I was drunk. Which I feel like definitely it adds to the atmosphere. And
I think so.
it's really funny watching Willy's Wonderland kind of hammered because I feel like it's a perfect movie to do or to watch while being hammered because your understanding of the plot doesn't really change if you're like sober versus if you're
No,
inebriated,
it really wouldn't. It would not at all.
which I think is kind of awesome. I think there's kind of a beauty in that.
I felt like I was drunk watching it sober.
I know, right?
I was really like I feel like they're saying like it was a lot of the dialogue in Willy's Wonderland, in my opinion, is just them saying like a lot of nothing.
Yeah. Like that whole I think we're like skipping a little bit ahead, or I'm skipping a little bit ahead, but it's like when they're like in like the back of the restaurant and they're talking about like what strain of weed that they're smoking. I'm like,
Yeah,
hey
it's
man,
like who
what are we
fucking
doing?
Why the fuck are you smoking weed right now?
Can we lock in?
Like focus. No, but I think going in order, the movie kind of opens up with there's like a little bit of a flashback sequence, but that's not super important right now. That's going to be tied into the movie later. I would argue that it's not important at all, but
Yeah. No time for that, Goku.
we kind of open up with Nick Cage in his sweet ass ride.
Dude, I think I'm really thinking that Nicolas Cage got paid in that car drinking root beers and playing pinball. That's like what he got to do.
Yeah,
for
like
3 or
just
4
having
days.
fun. just screwing around.
This is the type of movie that makes a guy say hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
One thing I do remember the story about this movie is like I think he got like the script on a Friday and he said yes on Monday.
That's amazing.
Which honestly, I think if I got this script, I would be like, yeah, absolutely.
Let's send it. Let's do it.
I'll be the badass guy who's fighting animatronics.
And he doesn't even have to like say a word, which is so perfect.
No, he's just there having fun. Fake fighting with other actors, drinking root beer and playing pinball.
It sounds like a good weekend. Like,
yeah, right?
This sounds like a good time.
And when he's going into this town, and he gets hit with a tire strip, I think, right? Like what is it?
Yeah.
Like the
like
I don't know what they're called.
Speed? That's not a speed trap, is it? Like the nails? I don't know what that's called.
I don't know if that's it. Could you imagine just like speeding in a small, like going like 3 miles above the limit and just into the fucking ditch?
Shredding her tires.
But I don't know. It's
Nails on road.
We're utilizing Google a lot for this episode. I didn't even find the thing I was looking for. I couldn't find it.
Oh. It's so like elusive. I don't think that's the right word. Nails on road. Police. Chase.
Nails on road. Police.
Nails on road. Police trap. Spike strips?
Spike strips.
Or stop sticks. I like spike strips. That's
spike strip. I think that's more accurate to what they are too.
Spike strip kind of sounds like spicy beef jerky.
Yeah, I want to go to the gas station to get a spike strip. I want to go get down and a pack of Bud Light and a spike strip. You want anything? I can give them a pack of menthol cigarettes.
We're losing the plot. I'm sorry. But speaking of going down to the gas station and getting a spike strip, Jesus Christ. Nicolas Cage's John Badass. He gets his car towed by a mechanic in the small town. I thought the entire time that guy had a big old cigar in his mouth, and then I didn't realize until the end of the movie it's a meat stick.
Is it meat stick?
It's a meat stick the whole time.
You know what? I was like watching that, like watching him like in the car where he's talking about, you one of them guys that don't like to look back, aren't you? And I'm like, he's got that cigar like way back in his teeth. So that makes way
Right?
more sense.
Damn, he's munching on that thing.
I was like, damn. Like, brother, it's not gonna work. Like, you're not gonna hit the nicotine faster if it's closer to your lungs.
No, he's just gonna chew on it.
Good. But his car gets towed. They're like, I need $1,000. Don't give me the fancy credit card now. Which I think is really funny. I don't know what is with this character, but he pulled out a card. Like he was just like, he was ready to drop $1,000 right then and there. Who is this guy?
I don't know. He's just John Badass. He's got the money. He has his fists. He has his cool car. He's John Masculine Man.
It's like, he's, you know what he is? He's like the ideal like male self-insert.
Yeah. This is the male power fantasy.
Yeah.
Ideal masculinity looks like Nicolas Cage playing pinball.
Fuck, it might be.
You know what? Hell yeah.
Drink root beer, play pinball, beat up shit, get girl, question mark?
That was one thing too. I wanted to...
I don't know what the nature of that relationship is. They do not clarify it at all.
So they like tow like Nicolas Cage's cool car and they go to a trailer park for some reason, question mark?
Well, because like Liv was gonna like set the Willy's Wonderland on fire, and then her fucking freaky cop mom arrests her and takes her home. And then I guess like he's going by to let her know that it happened because the spike strip was hers.
Yeah, that makes sense. I didn't understand like even while I was watching it like the logic, like the thought process there. I'm like, so why are we at this trailer park all of a sudden? Like, how do we know where to go? I had like a couple moments like during the movie where I was trying not to cinema sins it, but I kind of did. And I'm like, how did we get to this conclusion? What's going on?
That happened a couple of times for me where I'm like, what are we talking about?
Maybe that's why it's the perfect movie to watch while being kind of drunk.
Maybe.
Or why it makes you feel drunk to watch it.
No, but he was returning the spike strip to the cop. And I guess like like the cop also lives there because Liv and the cop live together.
Makes sense.
But what the like really early on, like they're like setting up this like very odd dynamic between Nick Cage and this girl, where it's like this like really like that unbroken shot of them just staring at each other for like a full minute.
Yes. I made a note of that in my phone. I said Nicolas Cage making deep eye contact with a beautiful girl with smoky eyeshadow.
Yeah. I was like, what?
Hey man, what are we doing here? She looks like half of your age.
No, like I would feel better if they would have told us how old she is, because I'm like, she looks 17.
She does. She absolutely does.
She looks very young.
Do you think they put like the heavy like eyeshadow on her to kind of like age her up a little bit?
Maybe. I think getting into the character design for like the humans in this movie, I feel like they just wanted you to know who they were at an immediate glance. So like Liv is just supposed to be like a badass, rebellious teen TM.
That's why she has like her band t-shirt on, and does she have like ripped jeans? I don't even remember like looking down. She has like, like all of her shots are like torso up.
She has like skinny jeans and like these boots, and she has like the leather jacket.
Yeah. They really shopped by tropes for everybody's closet.
Yeah, they have protagonist girl with the leather jacket. They have dies first girl, and then they have 3 generic dudes. Yeah. 4 generic dudes. Sorry, I forgot one of the characters existed because they don't matter.
That's how negligible they are.
The human characters are my least favorite part of this movie. I think that they're all kind of annoying.
Yeah, I kind of like the girl. I like Bimbo McGee. whatever her name is.
Let me. Kathy.
That doesn't
They have
sound like a
last
very
names
bimbo
apparently.
name. What the hell? No, they don't. That's a lie.
No, I liked Kathy. I thought that Kathy was like very. I thought that I shouldn't have expected this, but I thought that they were going to do a little bit more with Kathy because they kind of set her up to be pretty competent right off bat because she does like the handcuffs.
That's what I thought too. Like I was like pleasantly surprised when she was able to like pick the lock for like handcuffs, and I was like, oh, she kind of smart. Like I don't know, but then she like does some wild shit later.
Yeah, she's it very very quickly forgets that detail of her character.
What a shame. Baddie down, diva
Baddie.
down.
Diva down. But yeah, they return the spike strip to the cop. The guy's like, I got a place there, you can work off that debt. And they meet Tex, which every guy in one of these movies is with a white cowboy hat and jacket. Their name's fucking Tex. Every single one of them.
Big Southern man. I think you're right. I think there's lasting impact of Doug Dimmadome on society, and I think we can feel like the earthquake ripple like in every direction after Fairly Odd Parents.
Every Southern like slightly questionable businessman, white cowboy hat, handlebar mustache.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Do you think that they're like trying to like do something by like having like the evil character wear all white? Like, oh.
Yeah, I'll give this movie a little bit more credit than I think it deserves. I'm being really mean to it. I had fun watching this. I like this movie.
It was really fun. I liked it.
I like this movie. It's just fun. I just also think it deserves to be torn apart a little bit.
Yeah, it's okay to poke fun at it. Like, I think it knows what it's here to do.
Yeah. Like these characters, it's supposed to be funny. I think like it does that well.
Mm-hmm. It's like a good, like popcorn, schlocky kind of movie.
Great to watch with people, with a group.
Yes, exactly. I feel like if they wanted us to take the movie more seriously, they would have given Nicolas Cage an actual name.
And lines, maybe.
That too, that too.
But maybe they were like kind of putting in some subtext by having him in all white. I also just think that every like Texas businessman wears all white in these types of movies.
That's true.
Also, where the fuck is this set? Is this set in Texas?
I don't know.
I don't think it is.
He just lives. I'm just Tex. His parents wanted to take him to Texas one day. That's why they named him Tex.
It's hilarious to have this type of character in anywhere besides Texas.
He's just like in Wyoming. He's in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, it's not even.
My name's Tex.
It's in Oregon.
Brother, we're in Michigan.
Yeah, it's like
when and where are we?
Apparently this movie's like set in like semi-modern. It's hard to tell because like the town, like their whole thing is that they don't have internet and they don't have a way to contact the outside, which is very convenient.
Yeah. I get that part was like a little believable because I feel like if the town is small enough, I feel like I can see that's within the realm of possibility of them being like, hey, we ain't got shit here.
Maybe
an ATM though? I feel like you gotta at least have an ATM.
Also, is an ATM I guess an ATM would be like internet. Never mind.
I don't know how magnets work. I don't know how an ATM works.
I almost never use ATM, so I don't actually know.
I think I've used when was the last time I used an ATM? think it's been like a year, and before that, I don't even know how long it's been.
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage just should have been like, "Can I Venmo you?"
Can I? He just holds up his phone. That's like a little $1,000 ready to send. He's like,
"Do you have Apple Pay?" Nicolas Cage voice.
That's his only line.
That's it. But then they're like, "All right, get to work. John, badass, you gotta clean this restaurant." Hey, another thing I had in my notes here, would you clean Willy's Wonderland? Would you like clean the restaurant for a night? Would you go one night at Willy's?
Like with the animatronics and shit running
Yeah,
around?
would you go
No.
in there? You would go in there for $1,000?
Oh, no.
Just reconsidered for a second. You're like, no.
No.
You know, that's
I don't have the cardio for it. I don't have the upper body strength for it. I don't have the lower body strength for it.
You don't think you could like reach inside an animatronic's mouth and just rip out their spinal cord?
I would become their friend. I would change their hearts.
They would become endeared to me in my charming personality. Yeah. No, guys. You know what? I would join their side so they wouldn't kill me because they know that I'm cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They would sense my troubled aura.
Exactly.
And they would become attached to me, and then they would protect me.
Exactly. And then over time, I would let them, I would train them not to kill, and then we could become a happy family.
Hey, this is on AO3, by the way, if you want to go check.
This is my self-insert. Hey, I had no idea you may ship. Hey, complete sidebar. Is you may ship just you me ship? Is that just what it is?
I don't think the translation is as literal as that. But yeah, you may is just self-insert.
Whenever I look at it, I just think you, me, ship.
Yeah, that's all it is.
There's a caveman.
I'm not gonna like name drop him here, but like there's like a corporate VTuber who's like really into the UA shipping scene. And it's super funny.
Good for him. Good for them.
Because it's the funniest shit because people are like usually like kind of reserved about it, and he's just like in their post talking to them. It's like, go away, man. That's
some Guillermo del Toro shit. He's like,
absolutely,
this is great.
It is the funniest thing ever. But totally unrelated.
Sorry, my bad.
No, you're fine. I love our sidebars.
Oh, I'm dying.
No. Oh, this episode.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
Oh, it's good. Who's this for?
For you and me. And you, the listener, right? You. I'm talking to you.
I'm talking to you, Samantha. Someone shut themselves.
Yeah, Thomas. Close that tab for me, Thomas. I need your full attention.
You getting them reports in by 2?
They said EOD, man. They said EOD. You gotta get to work. This is stupid.
This is stupid. Yeah. To answer your question, no, I wouldn't. Would you?
I feel like there's a way where I could like find like a vent. I could find somewhere to hide and like just survive for the night, and then I would be okay. Or maybe I'll just go on the roof. But I guess like, we see that.
Yeah, the roof caves
dashed. Yeah. I feel like there has to be a way where I could like gain, like I could trick the system. I feel like there's a way I could do it.
Well, also the vents, like the alligator is in there. That happens to live pretty early.
I forgot about that. Rats.
Plus, part of the agreement is how you have to clean it, and I fucking hate cleaning.
That's fair.
That has nothing to do with the animatronics. I just don't want to clean that bitch.
There was actually like sometimes like during the movie where like they had like the cleaning montages with John Badass,
Mm-hmm.
and the way he was kind of cleaning was kind of irritating me.
Oh,
He's like, man, you're not cleaning anything. You're just like smearing the dust around. What are we cleaning?
I thought the cleaning segments were kind of satisfying.
There's a couple moments where like there's like weird ASMR. I kind of liked it. Where like I think there was one part where he was, I think it was like a jukebox, and he's like cleaning it with the toothbrush. I'm like, the tingles. This is kind of
Yeah,
nice.
that's nice. They should have a big collab opportunity for Willy's Wonderland, by the way, 6 years later. They should have a viscera cleanup detail level.
That would be so fun.
I would play that.
I would play that too. And like there's like just blood and the oil, the robot blood.
I have
on
to
the
have
ground.
like a really like loser moment about that. The oil blood irritated the hell out of me because that's not how those animatronics work.
I feel like yeah,
because animatronics are like air compression like valves. They don't use, like, I guess you could use like liquid ones, but you would use water, you wouldn't use oil.
I guess water splattering on Nicolas Cage's face doesn't look quite as cool.
It looks cool to me.
I agree. That kind of
This is where you find out I'm a Nicolas Cage Yume shipper.
He's the only one for me.
No,
Like
that was like
Thanos
that was
said,
like a
"Hello?"
little pet peeve of mine while watching. I was like, they wouldn't have oil in them.
I feel like that was like I don't know. It was like more like badassery because we can't have like blood. But why not? Why not? If they're like satanic, hey, spoilers.
Yeah.
If they're like satanically possessed, why can't they just have like blood or something?
I feel like that's really, to me, that's really scary. The idea of like a mechanical thing bleeding.
Yeah. Puts my hair behind my ear. This I feel like kind of lines up with like mascot horror stuff. So I'm gonna lower drop, lower drop sirens. I feel like Poppy Playtime actually did that kind of in an interesting way.
Oh
Everyone
shit,
throws
really?
rocks at me. Yeah. Because they had like their whole thing was the Bigger Bodies initiative where they like put children into like the big mascots and toys. So like everywhere where you're like walking around the factory, you like see these toys that have like actual like human guts and like blood split out everywhere. So I feel like that's kind of like an interestingly spooky thing. Like when you see like a stuffed animal and you just see like blood and guts actually all over the floor. I feel like that could have been an interesting thing for this movie too.
Yeah. I totally agree. Also, I feel like I would have been able to suspend my disbelief a little bit if they had just like full set into the idea that these are just mascot costumes and not animatronics.
Yeah. That was like my one thing watching this movie too. I feel like it was really easy to tell that the fairy lady, I hated her. I hated her design. She just looked like a big old like bobblehead on top of like a real human.
Yeah.
And I feel like the other animatronics didn't really move in an animatronic way. Like I feel like especially with the fairy lady, she like tried to like move her like arms robotically, but like it didn't, I don't know, man. It's it's not giving what it's supposed to give.
The actual like full suit characters when they're on the stage, I think they're pretty decent.
Yeah.
Like they're bobbing a little bit too much, but like they're static and they're not moving a whole lot. So I'm like, okay, like I could kind of believe this. But then they start like fucking doing karate chops at Nick Cage, and I'm like,
The first one or the first scare or the ostrich, I forget the ostrich's name. Sorry if that's your favorite character.
Ozzy.
Ozzy, that would make sense. The way that like his eyes moved, I thought was really cool, and actually like his first jump scare, and he's also like the first kill of the movie. where you see him like on stage at first, and then you like go on like a tighter shot of Nicolas Cage, and then the next like wider shot, like you just see him like way closer. I love shit
Yeah.
like that. I think that's so spooky. It like made me jump without there being like a noise, you know?
Yeah, I like that kind of stuff too. That's really good. I really like it's almost like the weeping angel type of effect where you're not looking at it so it moves. Like those kind of like camera effects. So it's like we didn't see him
Yeah.
with the camera, and then when we
hmm
get the wider shot again, he's in a different spot.
I think that's like a good like a horror that's like an animalistic horror, like in the back of your head. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Mhm.
I like when scares and spookiness relies more on like your instinct rather than making you like jump. I think that's much
Mhm.
more effective.
No, I agree. I agree. And there are a couple points here where they do that pretty well, I think.
Mhm.
Like the bathroom scene with the gorilla, like I feel like that's like a real I don't there's something about bathroom stalls that kind of freak me out specifically, personally, because I don't
Yeah.
like the idea that there might be something hiding in there that's gonna like jump out and get me or look over like the side of the stall or something.
Yeah. I never really considered that, but yeah. Ugh.
Like it's just like so I thought that was pretty good. I thought the fight in the bathroom was pretty silly. Uh,
It was.
the fights are the best part of this movie though.
I like it. It like I feel like it becomes more and more like cheesy as the movie
Mm,
progresses, and I kind of like that.
mm-hmm.
And I wonder, do you think Nicolas Cage's John Badass's root beer gives him superpowers?
I don't
Because it's like the punch. What is it called?
like punch
Punch pop.
punch pop.
And he be drinking. He be drinking. Yar, he be drinking. He has like one every time. Like when he has like his like little break, he drinks one before beating the fuck out of another animatronic. Every
I
time.
I love the break segments.
They're so.
The idea that he like I really one of my favorite ones was whenever he was with Liv
Mhm.
and the chameleon thing shows up and the
Hate that thing.
chameleon like respects his break time.
Yeah, she
Like
just
he's
goes
just allowed to walk away from that fight.
it's so stupid. Just you and me, girlfriend. I did like we're totally skipping ahead though.
I know
We're
we
speaking of
are,
like the chameleon lady at the very like final fight, how like you could like see her like skin color shifting. I thought that was so cool.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, at the very end, like like her skin goes from like blue, I think, to like orange, and like it shifts, and I'm like, whoa!
Oh,
That's
that's
so I saw
cool. I didn't even catch that. I think by that point I was like
that.
I wasn't like analyzing it super well. So that's my fault.
I mean, I don't think anyone's gonna be heartbroken that you didn't do film
Zombie didn't
analysis for
notice it.
Willy's
Fucking beat
Wonderland.
her with rocks.
No! Ah.
No, I'll have to go back and look for it because that sounds cool. That sounds like something I would have liked to see.
I'm wondering. I'm like hoping that it wasn't just my eyes crossing at that point. I'm like I just completely made that up.
No,
The
I believe you.
delirium of watching.
I believe you. But
Thanks, man.
where were we? Like, where were we before we even got off on our tangent?
We were talking about the cool shot of the ostrich, like jump, like and the crying angels, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
For, like
yeah,
the
yeah.
first scare, and then we talked a little bit about the second one with the gorilla.
Gorilla. I really liked the kind of talking about the ostrich again. I really, really liked the ostrich. I liked the way he looked a lot. Apparently he was a puppet.
Oh, that makes sense because like he like moved in like a different way than everybody. I kind of like how he. Well, it makes sense. He like had more mobility in his neck.
Mm-hmm.
You know. That makes sense though. I think that's really cool.
I love puppets in horror movies. I love a horror movie that has a puppet in it. it's some of my favorite stuff. I think that you can get away with like some really cool like creature stuff.
Yeah.
I think a puppet looks. Oh, God.
I was just gonna say like more practical effects, less
Yeah.
CGI in general.
That's
I think
exactly what I was about to say.
And you know, to this movie's credit, I feel like everything looked practical, and I feel like that like benefited the movie, because if this was just all CGI, like Nicolas Cage just like punching at like a guy in the motion capture suit, I think that wouldn't be nearly as fun.
No, I completely agree. I completely agree. For as much shit as I am giving this movie, I think that I genuinely think that it looks very good. I like the suits. I like the I like the tight camera angle editing. I like the color grading that they did on everything. I think it looks very cool.
There's like a couple shots in this where I was kind of like, oh shit, like I don't I'm jumping ahead again, but there's like one shot towards the end of the movie where it's kind of like at an angle, and you're like viewing Nicolas Cage from like you're inside like the darkened room, and you're looking out into like the lit room. It's all red and there's confetti falling down.
Mm-hmm.
And I was kind of like, man, that's cool as
Yeah, that's
awesome.
a really cool shot.
Like, this looks like it could be like a movie poster. That's really cool.
And there's another one where it's one of the kids in the room with I think it's the knight and the fairy girl, and like the lights are flicking on and off and on and off.
Yeah.
I love those kind of shots. I am such a huge fan of that type of stuff. It's a Wonderful Knife did something like that, where it's like it's kind of like the Weaving Angels thing again a little bit now that I think of it. Like the light, like it's black and then the light flashes and you see the character and then it goes black again and it flashes and they're in a different spot. That kind of stuff is so scary to me, and I love when movies do it.
It's really cool because I think again, like it plays on like your like animal instinct of like trying to like keep inventory of like the things that are around the character or like you, quote unquote. So I feel like it like plays on your mind. It's neat.
It like messes with your ability to predict where something is going.
Yeah.
No, I think it's super, 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 super cool. I really, I don't even know if there's anything to say about those damn kids though.
Yeah, they were just generic trope kids.
Yeah, they're
horror
there to
movie
die.
Fodder.
Yeah, they're there to die.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, guys, but there's one of like the generic guys, the one with the white t-shirt on.
Sure.
He like sees it really like made me giggle because he like sees Nicolas Cage like beat up. I don't even wasn't the ostrich. They weren't there yet. Wasn't the gorilla. I forget who was after. Was it the no, it wasn't the knight, right?
It might have been the knight.
I remember that. And generic male in white t-shirt goes, "Oh, that's badass."
Oh, wait. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. They like went into the room and they're like, weren't there 8 of them? And then they see like the trash bags full of animatronic corpse.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, that's cool.
That like made me laugh out loud. It was so stupid.
You were trying to identify which character you were talking about, and I was like, I was like, generic guy who's in love with Liv, generic guy who hates the guy who's in love with Liv, the one who has sex with the blonde girl, or the guy with glasses. Yeah. Those are their identifying traits.
I think the guy with glasses was the one who like brought the weed, right?
Yeah.
And it wasn't the guy who was in love with Liv. Wasn't the guy who was hooking up with the bimbo. It was
the guy who hates the guy who lives in love with Liv.
Yes, he was the one in the white t-shirt.
Yes.
That's so funny. Who are you by process of elimination? Well, you're not this guy. You're not that interesting. You're not that interesting. So
that's so fucked. It's also, why? Okay, so like the thing that really kills me is that they like all of these characters have an understanding that those animatronics are about to fuck them up. Like,
Yeah.
they seem to, like, there's no mystery about that, which is insane to me. That they're just all kind of, like, that everybody in town is just kind of aware of it.
They just kind of, yeah.
But
You guys are just okay with this?
yeah, like, it's not a secret.
Yeah, because like even like later in the movie, it's like that the police station. They're like, we're gonna pray that this red phone don't ring, and I'm like, is that just like the Willy hotline?
And then she hangs up on him immediately when he calls for help.
Because she's kind of real for that. She's like, Also, incredibly, speaking from firsthand, very real that that person would immediately call right back, and you're like, fuck, no.
But, like, if you know that these animatronics are about to fuck you up, why are you smoking weed before you go in? I guess they're not expecting to go in, but still, like, your friend who you know is in there trying to get this other guy out. And she's expecting you to have a plan. Buddy, that, like, that mystery THC weed's not gonna help you figure it out.
Yeah.
All you're gonna do is just start fucking tripping out.
You're just gonna start tweaking on the roof.
At the first sign of animatronic anything, you're just gonna start freaking out.
Maybe like that's how like we the audience are like in on like the I don't know weed, and so that's why it's so strange. We're just all supposed to be under the influence, bro. It's like it's meta. You wouldn't get it.
Okay, so here's what it is. None of the animatronics are actually like moving around and fucking around. This is just a big like Reagan-esque like say no campaign movie.
Ah, it all makes sense now. I see. Start the video essays now. Fire them up. We got to get to work. We got things to say.
And speaking of questionable decisions inside this place, I don't think that there is a person on the planet who is horny enough to be like, yeah, we could go over there and do that. You saw someone die in front of you.
I wrote in my notes, I was like, so the bimbo girl says, is it weird that I'm getting really turned on right now? And I just wrote, yeah, girl, it is.
It's very odd. Was this before or this was after? Was this before or after the guy gets stabbed?
I think because they were in like another room. They're in the super mega awesome playtime room. I don't know if like they knew what was going on out there.
But still, you know these things are about to fuck you up.
Yeah, and also like the way Liv was talking about like everyone knows that like people go in like the super mega awesome party room.
Yeah.
And families just die in there. Why would you be like, it's time to like reverse cowgirl in this pizzeria? What are we doing? What are we doing?
And this dude who was the biggest advocate for getting the fuck out of there.
Yes.
The second things start going wrong, he's like, no, but I didn't finish. Keep going.
He was dickmatized. He was like, he was the. Never mind. No. I was gonna say something. I can't say that. I'm gonna get demonetized. I'm gonna get us in trouble.
It's just questionable decisions. Just questionable decisions.
Yeah, I was just like, I forgot that was happening. Also, the hardcore like synth pipe organ happening while the sex scene is happening. It was just it was a beautiful amalgamation of so many things all at once.
Yeah.
Like the synth organ happening, crazy sex happening, the camera's revolving, you see like the alligator animatronic in the corner, and it's just like, wow, this is peak. This is peak.
This is peak.
This is peak, dude. We can't. Where else are we supposed to go from here? This is the pinnacle. How can we go higher than this?
We can't. It doesn't get better.
You know, I'm kind of surprised they didn't have her like whip out a boob, to be honest.
Very like, yeah, right? Like very like not PG obviously, but like very like safe
Oh, yeah.
for like movie.
Wait, this is PG?
No, I said it wasn't PG.
Oh, I was like, holy shit.
No. I don't know what the rating was. But
like, you know, I feel like it's very common in horror movies, especially older ones, to like have a lady like whip out a boob. You know? So I'm surprised that it didn't go there. Hold on, I want to see the rating.
Yeah. I think it's not rated. I just looked it up. I think it's not unrated.
Oh. They should have had her whip out a boob. Pop one out for the girl. Anyway.
We're learning something about Maddie.
Now I'm gonna get shy. But like, you know?
No, I get it. It was a very like safe for work movie. As safe for work as you get. It was an as safe for work sex scene as one could be.
Yes. Suggestive.
Yeah. It was like I think he still had his fucking pants on. I was like, how's that?
Hey man, what are we doing?
I was like, all right, man.
I don't know if we want to think about the mechanics of that.
No.
I think you got other issues. Got other issues with the alligator water right now.
There's more important shit going on.
Mama animatronic behind you. Oh, mama.
Were you doing the Elvis thing?
I am. I don't know why. It kind of just morphed into Elvis.
Oh, well, mama, they did a satanic ritual and I'm stuck in one of these animatronics.
It went from like mama, a lady behind you, to oh, mama. Too many mamas. The wires got crossed. The stems got crossed. Damn it.
Oh. You know what I think it is? I think like progressively we've just gotten more comfortable.
I think so. I feel like it's just going to become more generally unhinged as we progress.
I think that's a good thing.
I think it's a good thing. Sound off in the comments below if you like it. Please say yes. And don't say no. I will be sad.
What's gonna suck is like we're pre-recording a lot of this, so it's like we're not gonna know until like
I can feel it. I feel the good comments. Please, guys.
Please.
It makes me grow stronger. Maybe that's what makes Nicolas Cage so strong. He just has like all like the good YouTube comments. That's why he can like rip out animatronic spines. That's his superpower.
He could do whatever he wants at this point, I think.
Yeah.
This is Nick Cage.
He did like another movie where he played, I don't know the title, but he was like a chef looking for his pig.
What?
Yeah, it was like a truffle pig, like this pig that apparently like eats like a lot of like exotic truffles and stuff. So he's like a high like delicacy in like a high restaurants, and so he was just looking like the entire movie to him just being like, "Where's my pig?" I haven't seen it, but I kind of want to.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Hold on, I promise I'm not making this up. I'm gonna look it up really quick.
Okay.
But what happens after the sex scene?
The thing is, like, the timeline of this movie doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, it makes sense, like, when you're watching it, but trying to think back at it, it's like none of these events are notable enough to put them in a timeline, I don't think. Because shit's just kind of constantly happening.
Yeah, because everything, it's like overlapping each other.
Yeah.
Like, and so, meanwhile, in the B plot.
Yeah. And I'm like, which one's the B plot?
Dude, that movie is just called Pig, straight up.
Oh, sweet. Awesome.
A formerly renowned chef is forced to return to Portland and face his traumatic past after a group of attackers abduct his precious pig.
What the fuck they want with that
Pig.
pig?
I think it's like a fancy pig. He be eating the good stuff. There you go. Where's my pig? Where's the animatronic? Where's my root beer?
Where's my root beer?
Daddy's thirsty.
I think like right after I think like right after that, Liv is like trying to convince this guy to be like, "Hey, can we get the fuck?" And he's just ignoring her for like no discernible reason.
It's the male power fantasy. He's just like, yeah, whatever. I got work to do.
And it's like on the one hand, like this girl who lives here is obviously telling you that like this a bunch of horse shit and they're not gonna fix your car, which they do. But she's like, it's a lie. They're not coming back for you.
He's just like, whatever, bitch.
Whatever. But I guess like where else is he gonna go? I feel like anywhere. I feel like I'd walk.
Right?
It's just very. He's just a bizarre character. Very strange character.
It kind of is. I think they made the perfect self-insert.
Mm-hmm.
By like just making him like a cardboard cutout of a man.
Like, what do you think? What do you think of the fact that he doesn't talk? I like it. I think it's cool.
I think it's kind of cool. It's funny because like while I was watching, I was kind of considering to myself, I'm like, what if he like says something at the very end, like he says one word? But I feel like that would cheapen it. I feel like that wouldn't make it as cool.
No, I'm glad that they stuck to it, that they didn't have him talk.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
It's very very video game protagonist in a way.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think that like he's talking to her, and then like I think also at the same time somewhere else in the pizzeria,
meanwhile,
the generic guy who's in love with Liv is like talking to the chameleon, and she's like being a bitch, trying to call for help, talking to the chameleon, and the chameleon is like, "You sense how good I am."
Oh yeah, I think at this point, this is when I wrote in my. That guy's name is Chris.
Oh shit!
You know
okay,
how I know that?
How do you know that?
Chris is an idiot. You can sense how good I am. Man, do you not see everyone dying left and right? Do not get out of that spaceship. You stay in there.
She was like, "You're different. You can help me.
You know how good I am. I'm soft, gentle female voice. Don't do it.
No.
No. I hated her tongue.
Yeah, tongue was bad.
That weird fleshy thing, hated it.
Yeah, tongue was bad.
Tongue was
There's a lot of stuff
bad.
here where I'm like, now what would the purpose of that be? Like in an animatronic, you know? I'm like, what would the purpose of that be?
I thought that too, because like the knight character having like an actual functional sword, I'm like, hey, so what are we doing with that in terms of entertaining children? I feel like I wouldn't, if I knew that knight's sword was real, I am not taking my kids to this restaurant.
But I guess like the entire point is that like it was made by like the restaurant itself was made by a serial killer, so it's like,
oh yeah.
So I guess that's why.
I guess.
It still doesn't make any sense. Who, if you had to fight one of these guys, who do you think that you could win in a fight against?
Ah, that's a good question. For some reason, I feel like the ostrich would be easy to kill because I feel like his neck is exposed. So I feel like I could be like shake him like a pool noodle or something. Or the fairy, just because I don't like her design, so I feel like it would be kind of cathartic to kill her.
I feel like the ostrich and the fairy are two easy picks for that, because the ostrich like just looks like unstable, and then
Yes.
the fairy would just be like fighting a person, and I can fight a person. But
I think we have. Hey, Rigel cameo. Do you want to say hi? No? Okay. You're not gonna spoil the video. You just want to say hi.
I was gonna say, if he doesn't say hi, I'm just gonna cut it out.
Hey, really quick before you go, of the Willy's Wonderland animatronics, I'm like leaning the microphone towards him.
Okay.
This is like a Billy on the Street interview. Hey, of all the Willy's animatronics, which one would you be able to kill?
Am I in Willy's Wonder?
Yeah, you are Nicolas Cage. You are John Badass.
Oh yeah, I could. I could kill all of them.
I said either the ostrich or the siren, and Zombie said the siren or the chameleon, right?
I said the ostrich or the siren. I was also going to add on the turtle because he seemed he went down pretty easy.
Man, that turtle pissed me off.
The turtle sucked.
I feel bad because I feel like he got a disproportionate amount of my rage. He just kind of like irritated me for no reason. Where he's like, just, I don't know why, randomly speaking in Spanish. I'm like, oh, you think you're quirky?
Is that what annoyed you?
I think. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't know why that was a cherry on top where I was just like, why? Of everything that happened in this movie, that was the thing that made me be like, I can't believe this. Why is the turtle speaking Spanish of all the things that are happening in this movie?
Yeah, like everything that's going on, you're like, fuck.
Now this is just totally unrealistic. Why would he be speaking Spanish?
Yeah, why would the turtle wearing the sombrero be speaking Spanish, Maddie?
That makes no sense at all.
His name is Tito, for God's sakes.
Oh shit, well. Now I look like an asshole. Sorry, Tito, my bad.
It's the only thing I can think of, like Tito, like the Tito's the alcohol.
The vodka.
Is it a vodka? I don't know. I
think so.
I'm not
now I just
cultured.
look like an alcoholic. Damn. Oh yeah, Tito's made in started being barreled in 1962, and the distillery is down the road. Making that up. None of that is real.
Yeah.
Be kind of impressive if I could remember that all off the top of my head.
Yeah, right?
I don't know
think-
why. Just him. His existence kind of annoyed me, and I don't know why. I don't think he deserved it.
I think like the one line that he had that really irritated me. He was like, "Sucks to be you, Chica." I was like, "Fuck off."
Yeah, you know, maybe that was it. That was what did it for me. I'm like, get him.
And then he like goes down immediately.
Yeah, you know, you're talking all this big game, and you're gonna get hit once in the tummy with a bat. You're gonna like die.
He's like, "Are you looking for this?" And it like holds up the shotgun shells, and she's just like, beating the shit out of him. Like, you didn't need the gun.
It's melee now, bitch. I like that Liv and John Badass, like, I don't know if Liv got like his superpowers like through osmosis or like being like in his like general vicinity, but like she like starts being able to like just punch animatronics too, which I think is so funny.
Well, like she's really eager to fight the entire time. Like she has that little altercation with the fairy, like right when she gets into the restaurant. And then like the next time you see her and the next time you see the fairy, she's immediately like doing that little half trot up to go stab the fairy again, like fully instigating that fight. Like right before like the cage like picks her up and is like, get on her.
But you know, it's her trauma, I think. You know, honestly, if I saw like my parents die at the hands of these animatronics, I think I would be throwing hands also. I think I'd be like wanting to scrap.
I don't know if I'd be running into a pit of 5 of them with a knife.
Yeah. That is a good point. Like, girl, your odds aren't looking the greatest.
Yeah, right?
But I do think the gun strategy, you know, I think that was
No, that was solid.
that was smart. Yeah.
Movie would have been a lot shorter if he had a gun.
Exactly. We need that's what this movie and Five Nights at Freddy's needed. They just needed guns. Give Mike Schmidt and give John Badass from Willy's Wonderland a gun.
Also, something that really made me laugh is like the so you find out kind of late into the movie that the entire reason that these animatronics are freaking out is because like a serial killer and a bunch of other like bad people, like other serial killers and stuff that he hired to work there, do a satanic ritual in the restaurant to transfer their souls into the bodies of the animatronics, which, by the way, child's play.
The shot of them on top of the pentagram, like all played out, was so fucking funny to me.
Yeah.
Like beer bellies up in the air.
just super unserious.
Yes. It's like, oh man, we know what we're doing here. Like, this is like solidified that you know what tier of movie this is and you're okay with it.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, I love the shot of like Liv explaining us. By the way, nobody, it would never happen. Nobody. The idea that this group of people are sitting and letting her tell this story, and she's.
And there's like killer animatronics around. Like, hey.
And she's like so clearly reading off a script.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
It's just the exposition dump to like hurriedly explain the movie.
Guys, hold on. I have to explain some things. Looks directly in the camera.
Yeah, right.
Also, speaking of that, like, I guess, so she, during her exposition dump, she like goes into how, I guess, after everything, like the dust settles, Big Tex wants to like demolish the restaurant, and so he like hires a contractor, and the contractor like turns into like ground chuck.
Yeah.
Like minced meat. How did he die? Did like the animatronics pull up on that guy's house?
I guess so.
Did no
right?
one see? Like, how did that happen?
Well, that's like, I think that's the entire reason they make the deal with the animatronics, to be like, hey, we're gonna bring you people, just stay in the restaurant and don't come out.
Oh yeah, because I guess
to hurt us.
They did, yeah. They did explain like we started noticing deaths in the Ace warehouse and even schools.
Also, like the school one, I'm like, how the fuck are you getting through the halls? Like,
right?
like who's at the school after dark? Or is it like, are you killing students? Like, are you walking through an occupied school?
That right? I'm like
unnoticed.
I mean, if I see Freddy Fazbear walking down like my school like hallway, I'm locking my door. I think that would work.
These things are like 7 feet tall.
Yeah. You know?
Yeah, like, it's not like, no, I totally agree. It's not like this is happening. But I guess we don't know how long ago the deal was made. That could have been before that.
That's true.
Because also this movie doesn't know when this place was made, because in the flashback she's like, it was the 90s, but then in this there's like a song at the end that was like, proudly serving since 1984. I'm like,
yeah.
What?
Yeah, I thought the same thing too. And I'm like, and this muddies up the plot. This makes the story or the timeline really confusing. Now, how am I supposed to take this seriously?
Yeah.
Step right up, don't be scared. Sorry, it made me think of Secret of the Mimic.
I haven't played that. I feel like I should.
I think there's a lot of like cool things with that game. Like it has like a lot of cool concepts. But I don't know. I feel like you could get the same experience watching Markiplier play it as playing it.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know, like if it weren't like the price tag that it was, I think it might be more worth it to try. If it were like a $20-$30 game, but I think it's like 60 or 70. So I don't know if it's like
Damn.
worth it. I know, right?
The fuck?
I know.
I paid like $70 for Silent Hill.
I think that's a worth it investment though.
Yeah. Not paying $70 for
Hold on. Let me fact check myself before I'm flamed in the comments.
Yeah, right.
Okay, it's $40.
Oh, okay. I'm still not gonna. I'm not gonna pay $40 for a game whose franchise has started at a $5 mark.
Yeah. I agree.
Made in Unity at looking ass game.
Yeah. Looking at the reviews. Someone said, "Fun, bit hard. Don't run into rooms too fast or you get soft locked." Okay. Thanks, man. Anyway, back to the movie. Yeah, I guess after the 1983 timestamp lore drop, how does it happen? Okay, yeah, so Nicolas Cage tries to like walk out, right? And the cop lady's there. The cop lady puts cuffs back on him and then walks him back into the restaurant.
Yeah, which, what the fuck?
Okay, yeah, what the fuck? What are we doing?
the entire like the C plot for the cops and everything just really makes me mad because you get like them sitting in their office and like not doing shit. And she's like, "Pray that phone don't ring." And then that phone rings. She's like, "Fuck him."
Yeah.
Then we have like Mr. Death Flags Kennedy like sitting across from her. Mr. I have a wife and kid on the way. Mr. Nobody's been more dead in this movie than you.
Yeah, he should be the one wearing all white. He's this like sacrificial movie. Oh, honey, you're too nice. You're gonna die.
Yeah. Then, which super fucked up way he's disposed of too, by the way. Like getting goaded into turning around by Liv, and then immediately killed by Tito.
He didn't deserve it.
He didn't.
Fucking live. More like fucking die. Stupid. Sorry. I'd like to apologize. Oh, yeah, but that's happening. And then we go back to like the inside of the restaurant. How Nicolas Cage crushing the siren fairy with just his thighs.
With his thighs.
That was an insane shot. Like the slow pan up her legs. And I'm like, hey, what are we doing?
Yeah, I was like, what's going on?
Hey, I'm a little concerned. What are we doing?
Also, the chameleon just fucking watches it happen.
Yeah, like he's just like, oh, wow, this is crazy.
She's like, I don't want none of that. She just waits for him patiently to finish. I feel like there were too many animatronics, to be totally honest. I feel like this movie could have existed without at least like one of them.
Yeah, I say the turtle. Cut the turtle. But I guess it's kind of funny to have like the turtle be run over.
Yeah, I feel
At the
like
end of the
without, I feel
movie.
like we could have done without not without Liv, without the fairy.
Yeah, she was the one whose design I like the least. So you're right. I think she could have been cut. Because like I feel like everyone else looked cool or like had, I don't know, some kind of I feel like the fairy could have totally been replaced by the chameleon and it would have been fine.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone else had like a visual impact.
Yeah,
But then you have the fairy and she just has like a mask on her human body. That's
yeah,
it.
some goofy stuff.
Seriously. Her like a paper mache head.
I again, that's why I kind of feel like it would have been a bit better if they had just leaned into the idea that these were just mascot characters and like gone with like maybe like an undead approach with it or something like that. Would have felt less jarring that she was just a human woman. I think if they had tried to go with it that way.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like that one of all the animatronics was like the one that looked the most half done or like unfinished.
And like to be fair, like these people had like a very small budget and not a lot of
Yeah.
time to do this movie. Like they wrapped up like right before COVID and everything, so it's like there wasn't really opportunity to do reshots or anything like that.
That's fair. But then in that case, I feel like it would have been better to like just leave the fairy out
Yeah.
and like focus like your resources on the stuff that actually looks nice.
Yeah.
That
Unnecessary
sounds mean.
resource.
Yes. Trim the fat, I guess.
Yeah.
I say that as I've never directed a movie or ever done anything like that.
No, but like I feel like I don't know. I feel like with anything that you're producing, like any project, you have to understand like where it is that you need to cut stuff in order to make the rest of it better.
Yeah.
So I feel like I don't know. It's a fair
agree.
critique.
Sorry, Willy's Wonderland.
Also, I felt like the last kill that she gets in the movie is just not super necessary. With the car and the two, with the car and the two guys.
Yeah, I feel like that was like totally for comedic effect. Where they're like, "Oh, phew! Thank God it's over," and she's like, "Surprise,
surprise,
and gotcha." Also, I thought when her mask started splitting and she like has like this scary teeth, I thought that was kind of corny.
Yeah, very like creepypasta, very
Yeah.
like you look behind you and there's realistic blood and there's razor sharp teeth.
No, Nostalgia Critic is there and he's bleeding realistic blood from his eyeballs and he starts screaming towards the camera. It's so scary and Squidward's there. No.
And Squidward's there. No, I didn't really like any aspect of the fairy, to be totally honest with you. I didn't like the weird like sex jokes that they made with her. I didn't like the way she looked.
The one thing that I did think was interesting about her, count 'em one, I liked her like fairy grove environment, like in how like the fairy was like crawling like up and down like the trees in there, but I feel like that could have just easily been the chameleon.
Totally, like Chameleon's forest, and then the chameleon like crawling up and down on the walls and stuff, like shit lizards do anyway.
Yeah, exactly. And it's funny because I feel like the chameleon didn't get nearly as much time. Over and it, like actually like looked nicer versus the fairy who looked worse but got more time.
Yeah. No, I thought
What if like
what?
What if like the fairy is like the director's daughter and this is like her like big debut and that's why she got so much screen time?
Well, like it's like totally a like a Sleepover Massacre 2 situation. Sorry, that's like a really niche reference. The producer, like I think like one of the producer's son plays like the very like Freddy Krueger-esque villain in that movie.
I didn't get the reference at first. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. I realized it as soon as I said it that I was like, this might not be universal.
For the viewers at home.
He plays like this very like Elvis-esque like Freddy Krueger character. Like we should watch it. It's a really funny movie.
Oh mama.
Oh mama, I'm stuck in your dreams. I really liked all the environmental design. Like I love the Fairy Grove. The Fairy Grove looks awesome.
It does. And it looked super cool.
Like just the restaurant in general just looks really cool. And it feels like realistic to me.
Yeah. It's believable.
Like realistic in a way that like almost like the FNAF like set for like FNAF like didn't. I was like, this seems really big for a restaurant. Like that's how I felt watching the like FNAF movies, at least.
That's fair.
But this place like felt not huge, but or anything, but like big, but still like a little bit like compact, where it's like
Yeah.
I could see walking around a place like this.
Mm-hmm. I feel like it had like a better sense of scale, maybe? That's like the right word.
Yeah, I think so. Because like
Oh.
the FNAF sets were cool and everything, like they're super super cool, but I was like, this is huge for like a
Damn, we all get the budget for this.
yeah. I was like, fuck, this was like not a big franchise at the time that the FNAF like places were open.
That's true. Where y'all get the money for this? The only thing that I like thought was like a little. I feel like having a ball pit right next to like the tables is a terrible idea.
Oh,
In, like, the
totally
kitchen.
is. It totally is.
But like I feel like that would happen in real life.
No,
I
yeah,
feel
yeah.
Totally,
Yeah.
I can see that happening. That's totally realistic.
It would open up and they wouldn't think about the logistical issues of it, and then like in 2 months there would be construction to move it somewhere else.
You like see like little like "Pardon our dust" sign with like
Yeah.
Willy on it with a little hard hat.
Oh, I like that. I like the idea of like that's the kind of stuff I love with these types of movies, is like thinking of like in real life like
Yeah.
equivalents of this, because like they would totally have like Willy with a little top hat and like a little wrench in his not top hat, a little construction hat, and a little wrench in his hand.
Yeah.
No, that's really cute.
We'll work on this Willy quick.
Aw. Dude, you know that like the prize counter, like they had some fucking cool stuff.
Dude, they absolutely did.
They had like those
Who's-
knockoff plastic Barbies of the fairy.
Yes. Dude. No, they have like the little like spinny fairies too. Where like you like rip it like a Beyblade and it goes like zzz, yeah.
They totally did. And like little Willy plushes.
That'd be kind of cute.
Willy's Wonderland. 6 years later. Hey, come on.
Hey, reunion tour.
Reunion tour. Willy's Wonderland 2. Come on.
Where is it?
What would that even
The
be?
Willy
I
Ning.
would- like all of these characters are fucked up. I like to imagine that Willy's Wonderland 2 has nothing to do with the first one, and it's just Nick Cage and that girl.
That'd be funny. Like they somehow find like another like, restaurant that's also fucked up.
Yeah, right.
Do you think he would say anything in the second movie, or does he like continue the bit?
I feel like in the second movie they do the thing where he says something at the very end.
That see, I feel like that would be funny.
Because like I feel like they're not expecting to make any more after that.
He just says "fuck" at the very end of the second movie.
Dude.
They find like an evil network of like more animatronic possessed restaurants, and fuck. Cut to credits.
Fuck. It's like a great big map with like all of them pinned on there, and there's like 50 of them.
Willy's Wonderland statewide frenzy.
Stupid.
Statewide massacre. Statewide scare. We'll get there. We'll workshop it.
We'll write the script and we'll send it in.
Exactly.
I don't know why that girl got in his car at the end.
I don't. Yeah. I thought that also. I'm like, hey, what about this? Like, seems like he's inviting you in here. He's just staring forward.
Yeah, he's just in his car.
Also, can we really quick rewind like a little bit, like 10 seconds on the video player, and talk about how John Badass just beat Willy with soda cans?
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Maybe they like left it where like he wasn't actually dead. Well, no, he rips off his head in the end. Never mind.
Yep.
It's like maybe they try to leave it ambiguous so they could make a second one, but I'm like, no, he totally just rips off that guy's head.
Absolutely does. I think it's so funny because the the Willy fight is like he uses like the broom in the first one, but the Willy's fight is like one of the only other fights where he like uses a weapon.
It's the only time he needed it.
Willy smacked the hell out of him that first round though. That first like little practice round they did.
Oh yeah, he got like 3 or 4 like big wounds. Like he got some licks in.
Yeah, he did. really, really hilarious that Willy has the honor to go let him rest up and try again.
We will come back when you are stronger. We will battle again.
Come back when you are worthy to fight me. I thought that was really funny.
I like that a lot.
A lot of these animatronics are just like really cool about the rules of the fight for some reason.
It totally felt like like anime fighting rules where it's like Goku's powering up for like 10 consecutive episodes and the other guy's just like chill and like
Like, oh wait.
All right, man, I guess I'll just wait.
Shit. I mean, it's rude. I can't interrupt him.
He's been going this long.
We have a code.
The warrior code.
No, there's a lot of the animatronics do a lot of just kind of waiting around for stuff to happen.
Yeah.
Like they're letting people have like full conversations in front of them. Which I think is like would have been maybe more effective if they had maybe played into the idea of like, is it the animatronics moving? Like early on, but they kind of pop that really quick that it's the animatronics.
They didn't let that linger for too long.
No, they're pretty upfront about what's going on pretty early. Because like within like 2 seconds of the movie started, you see like all those missing persons posters. I don't understand what his relationship with Liv is. I really don't.
I don't either.
I'm not inclined to think that it's romantic, but the movie seems to really want to frame it that way. But I'm also like, he has not said he doesn't talk, but I'm like, he has not indicated that he even likes this girl.
I think he just like accepts that she exists.
Yeah. Okay.
It's weird because like I don't. He like gives her like a drink at the punch.
Mm-hmm.
Punch. At the end of the movie, and I don't know. I feel like they were trying to like age her up with like giving her like the heavy eyeshadow and stuff, but I don't know if it's because like
I don't know.
I don't know.
I would have the only line he says like in the entire movie is like she's getting into the car and he's like, "Hi dear."
How old are you?
I'm more inclined to think it's like a mentor like situation. You know, like a found family, like she doesn't have anywhere to go now type of thing is like where I would like to put it, but I think I might be giving it a little bit too much credit.
That was kind of like where I like thought too. Like, oh, now like I don't want you to be on your own.
Yeah.
Come with me.
It's so funny that she just gets in his car unprompted though.
Girl,
she really just invited herself into that situation. It's just opened. Like he didn't say like he didn't like nod her like come on or anything. Like she just got in.
I don't even think like he made eye contact with her. I think he was just staring straight ahead, and she just was like, "Okay."
Can you imagine like he was getting ready to start it, and she gets in, and he was like freezes like I wasn't expecting to. What's going on?
She opens the door and he just like he revs it back
to keep her from getting it.
Yeah, and then just like speeds off like
nope,
gotta go. I can't be cared for another woman on the road.
This is one line.
Roll credits. Incredible.
The little finger wag. Oh god.
Also, I really enjoyed how with Doug Dimmadome and the mechanic, how the car exploded at the end. I thought that was just like the cherry on top of everything.
Oh, you liked that.
I thought it was like really stupid.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm like, of course that would happen in this movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
But I think that's pretty much it. I enjoyed it. It was
Yep.
really stupid. It was fun to rewatch. Well, everyone, it's been a Willy wonder of a good time on this episode. But don't panic and tune in next time where we'll be talking about Midsommar next week. So excited. Thank you guys again for watching, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.